The good news about these tornado warnings is they've been very short-lived as they're moving through. These are going to be very brief spin ups, so that means they're going to kind of touch down quick and then pick up quick. Snow still falling. The heaviest of it looks to be near DFW and even in Grayson County. We're still seeing that transition though in far southeastern Oklahoma. By 7 o'clock tonight, we're going to be watching for storm initiation ahead of this cold front. This week is set to be a quiet one with limited cloud cover and almost no rain in the forecast. High pressure going to be the culprit for that. Even heavier rain on the way. More widespread showers closing in around 8 a.m. You can see this line. This is not severe. This is just very heavy rainfall. Outer rain bands may be reaching for Texoma, but right now it doesn't look like we're going to be seeing a whole lot from this system. Now, if that shifts a little bit west, could be talking about a different story. Air quality not going to be all that great the next couple of days, but as the smoke moves out, Saharan dust plumes into Texoma. We officially hit 80 degrees in Sherman, Texas, the previous record 84 back in 1938. 1 to 3 inches of rain will be possible, and again, that doesn't all just fall in one day. That's spread out over the period of the next 7. Tropical storm Elsa, no, not bringing any snow, but maybe bringing in some decent rainfall. Looks like right here you can see where those reds and those greens are coming together. So today we're in the clear. Thursday during the day, most of our day will have a mix of sun and clouds, but no rain until we get to the late evening hours. More than a few drops, that's really all we're going to see, which is not great considering this next update for the drought monitor hasn't shown much improvement. Yeah, I know, my husky, and it's hard to get her inside after being outside when it's cold like this, so I kind of wish she was the one that I don't want to go outside, but it is still very cold out there for people and pets. So if you're not under that advisory, doesn't necessarily mean that you're not seeing fog. Now, before that rain moved in yesterday, here's a look at how long it has been since we've seen measurable rainfall across portions of Texoma. It's been 39 days from Tishomingo down to Medill, Sherman, Denison, 40 days in Marietta. Well, it has been an interesting few weeks of weather in the Sooner State and in the Lone Star State. In Texoma, we're smack dab in the middle of all of it. Right now, we're seeing a mix of rain, sleet, and yes, snow here in Texoma. And I'm nerding out a little bit because there's thunder snow in the Sherman-Denison area. So if you're hearing thunder and you're seeing snowfall, yes, thunder snow is a thing. I know radar is showing that most of this is rain, but a very light snow is falling because, well, the upper levels of the atmosphere are very cold enough to keep that precipitation frozen as it's falling. But because we are above freezing, it is melting as it hits the ground. So what that means, we're not concerned with any impacts for the rest of our Tuesday, and this should be on its way out through the early afternoon and in the evening as well. So we'll see those skies clearing out into Wednesday. But don't worry, if you didn't get a taste of winter weather today and you want some, Friday might be the day just for you. We have that cold front bringing in a very deep layer of cold air, and it could be bringing a mix of sleet and snow into Texoma by early Friday, lasting through the early afternoon and evening, but drying out by early Saturday morning, which is good. This is going to be a very short window of opportunity for that winter weather. So what we do know right now, it is mainly going to be on Friday. It's going to hit fast. It's going to move in quick. It's going to move out quick. But what we don't really know right now is whether it's going to be snow or ice. Will the upper levels be cold enough to support that precipitation remaining frozen, or will it have any time to melt before we see it at the ground? Also, totals and timing, that is subject to change. Models kind of all over the place and very inconsistent with how much we're actually going to see. So we'll hold off on talking about that until the next couple of days, but we do know for certain it's going to get a lot colder. Thursday 60s, Friday's highs mid 30s. Definitely going to be a lot colder to kick off the weekend. Today, not that cold, but still not warm either. Upper 40s, low 50s overnight. We fall in the 20s and 30s. Our 7-day forecast. We've got every season and heading into this weekend. Luckily, we are going to thaw out. 60s return by Sunday with 70s back in the forecast by Monday afternoon. A windy kickoff to our work week. Winds coming out of the south sustained anywhere from 10 up to 20 miles an hour. And if you don't think that's strong enough, well, wind gusts close to 30 miles an hour this morning, highest along the I-35 corridor. And we all know what these strong winds mean, especially with a lack of rainfall. Yet another day where fire danger is going to be elevated to critical, again, highest where those winds are strongest and where that air is a little bit drier, elevated for everybody else. So keep in mind those burn bans that are in place. We have many counties now included: Garvin, Carter, Love, Cook, Grayson, Fannin, Johnston, and Marshall County. That means outdoor burning should not be happening, even if you're not under a current burn ban. Keep in mind that drought is still in full effect, but we're hoping to see some changes later this afternoon and evening, though it does come with a severe weather threat. It is spring after all. Level 1 and level 2 has been issued for our entire viewing area, and actually that level 1 marginal risk has been expanded and now covers areas farther north, and that level 2 risk also expanding a little bit further north and west, covering portions of Cook County now. And we're going to continue to watch this later this afternoon. So most of the day will be quiet, though cloudy, maybe a few spots of patchy drizzle here and there. But the main show, that's going to be after the 5 o'clock hour. We're going to have to watch for these discrete cells. Could be packing some large hail with it, but eventually this is going to try to cluster together and organize itself into somewhat of a line into the overnight hours. This will continue pushing northeast as that upper level low continues swinging eastward, and severe weather threat should be ending around 3 and 4 a.m. Tuesday, though lingering showers might be possible through early afternoon Tuesday. Then we'll dry things out and clear out into late evening. Now, as far as main threats go, we are watching mainly for a hail concern. Again, those under that level 2 risk have an enhanced risk for hail up to golf ball size, and you can see these black lines here. That is a hatched area that does cover portions of Grayson, Fannin, and Lamar County. What that means is there is a more significant threat for hail in those areas. I mentioned as that line tries to organize itself, that's when it's going to kind of take over and be more of a wind threat over hail, with that highest risk still sitting over our North Texas areas. As far as tornadoes go, there is a very low threat, but it's not zero. So we're going to be watching areas for possibly a few brief spin-ups, again, mainly south of the Red River. Our 7-day forecast sponsored by Utter Family Dealerships. Temperature-wise, we are doing a lot better than last week. Hey, no winter storm in the forecast. It's already doing a lot better. More rain chances head into Thursday afternoon and evening. Right now, no severe weather threat, but with temperatures this warm, we're going to have to keep an eye on it. This weekend, hey, a lot better. Sunshine and 70s both Saturday and Sunday.